Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to start looking at a really nice technology that enables you to have all the power of Java in your JSPs without actually having any Java in there. And a lot of people think that scriptlets are messy and hard to maintain, which they are, and for that reason, although I'm sure they're still widely used, and it's true that they do allow you to take your Java knowledge and immediately transfer it to JSPs, but nevertheless they're not the recommended technology to use. And the recommended way to add functionality to your JSP pages is to use JSTL, or certainly that's very, very prominent, very important technology, and we're going to start looking at that in this tutorial. Now, if you've installed the Java EE SDK, you will probably have all the jar files that you need, and you probably won't need to install anything more. But if, like me, for some reason you've installed the Java Standard Edition, which I'm rather fond of, then you will need to download an additional jar file to use JSTL. And that jar file is the JSTL 1.2.jar. JSTL at the moment, at least, has it's been around for a long time, but it only has two versions, 1.1 and 1.2, and of course you want the 1.2. So if you search for JSTL 1.2 jar in Google and just go to a respectable looking site, like for example download.java.net, looks fine to me, and download your JSTL 1.2.jar, then that should be fine. And to incorporate that with your project, of course you could do, as we discussed in the project on jar files, you could put it in the lib folder of your webinf project directory. But the easiest thing to do is to put it in your Tomcat lib directory. So here I've got my Tomcat installation, and here's the lib folder, and I've added JSTL 1.2.jar to that. And when you deploy to an app engine on the internet somewhere, you can probably pretty safely assume that JSTL 1.2.jar is going to be there, because it's an absolutely standard technology. So assuming you've got that in place, if you go to Eclipse and create a new JSP, so I'll right click webinf here and create a new JSP file, and let's call this JSTL. JSTL stands for Java Standard Tag Library, and I'll call it JSTL1. And we're just going to take a look at a sort of hello world example in this tutorial. Now at the top of your page here, you need a special directive to be able to use JSTL, and it's actually a taglib directive. So, and it looks like this. So we have a %, and a @ just as with the page directive, and then the word taglib, and then you have a URI which looks like a URL, except that it isn't, and it looks like http://java.sun.com/JSP /JSTL/core. Now if you see around in some old tutorial or something a URI that doesn't have JSP in it, that's the JSTL version 1.1 URI. So don't use that, or you will have problems, and a lot of people have problems with that. There's been a lot of confusion over the years. And the other thing you need to say is just prefix equals C, and we'll see why shortly. So once you've got that, you can use JSTL in your JSP, and let's just take a look at the simplest JSTL tag. And JSTL is completely tag based, which is one of the reasons why it seems so elegant in the context of this tag based HTML format. And the cout tag lets you basically do stuff that you could do with the expression tag with scriptlets, and it looks like this. So an angle bracket, C:\out, and let's just hit return here and see if it auto completes. And cout just has a value there, and you can either use like a closing cout tag, or you can put / here and have a self-contained tag. And the value, you can do quite a lot with the value, but here let's just output some text. Let's just say hello world JSTL, and if I run that, select my file and click the green run button, we can see it, well, that doesn't do anything, which is probably because I've got some caching going on. Let's just clean my project and select the file and run it again. Let's take a look. And now we've got hello world JSTL. Now in the next few tutorials, we're basically going to look at how you can do all the stuff that we've previously been doing with scriptlets and expression tags in JSTL, and we're also going to look at how to handle database queries in a very elegant way. So join me again next time, and until next time, happy coding.